Hello everyone, hi. It's me, the usual. Anyway, it's time for more investigations. So yeah, let's fucking do it, right? I'm excited. I'm ready. I've been waiting for it.
Watch those wrist rockets!
Full year? Hell yeah! Except that says... Oh wait, almost a whole year. I can't read. But thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, let's just get into it. Screw it. Reading's hard? Yeah. Reading's hard, so I'm gonna play this game where I have to do a lot of reading. It'll be great. It'll be great. Alright, let's do it. March 13th. March 13th, 1:22 p.m., Gatewater Land main gate. Chased out like a pair of peasants. Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Kay? There's something even thieves should never steal. Do you know what that is? You really shouldn't steal anything. However, I'll bite. What shouldn't a thief steal? A life. It's too heavy of a burden on your soul to get away with. Ever. That's something we can agree on. Well said, Kay. No matter what we may try, murder is the one crime that can never truly be hidden. And I intend to prove that by my own hands. When I apprehend the murderer myself. Alright! And I'm gonna work extra hard to be a good assistant. Let's go! I still never said she could be my assistant. I'm just going to drop the issue. The first thing we should do is locate the real scene of the murder. Mr. Edgeworth. Detective Gumshoe. Mr. Edgeworth, the stadium. Hurry, sir. This is supposed to be hush-hush, but they found a witness at the stadium. A witness? You! What did we tell you about leaving your assigned post? The jig is up. Mr. Edgeworth! Remember that I'm always rooting for you, so go! Get him, sir! Those detectives sure look like they're enjoying themselves. It's not all fun and games, Kay. Now then, let's head to the stadium and meet this witness. March 13th, 1:42 p.m., Stadium. I thought there was a witness here. Yeah, I don't see anyone. Mr. Edgeworth! Oh, wait. Yo, it's Emma! She's back! Long time no see. You are... Miss Emma Skye, correct? This girl is the younger sister of my former superior, Lana Skye. 2 years ago, we stood in the same courtroom together as witness and prosecutor. But I thought she had gone to Europe to study forensics. I can't believe you remember me, Mr. Edgeworth. Of course I do. How have you been? You look to be in good spirits. Are you still studying abroad? You bet. More than anything, I want to investigate crime scenes, scientifically. I've been studying non-stop every day to become a top-notch forensic scientist. But it's spring break now, so I thought I'd come back for a bit. I see. Okay, that's neat. Emma's here. I almost didn't recognize you. Ooh. You've really grown in these past few years. Please, don't tease me, Mr. Edgeworth. I know I still have a long way to go. But I'm gonna be a super forensic scientist someday. You'll see. You seem to know Mr. Edgeworth pretty well. Are you two acquaintances? Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Emma Skye. Nice to meet you. I'm studying abroad now to be a forensic scientist. How about you? Wow, that's a great dream. My name's Kay Faraday. And I'm training to become an unstoppable great thief. A great thief. Don't think too hard on it, Emma. It's not worth the trouble. In any case, we have much to catch up on. You bet we do. So, why are you here, Emma? Well, I just happened to decide to come back for spring break. And then I heard that you'd come back too, so I raced on over here. I really wanted to welcome you back at the airport, but I had just missed you. And how exactly did you know I was here? Through the power of science, naturally. Never underestimate what science can do for you. I use these to track your footprints and I followed them straight to you. This set is the greatest! It's so wonderfully scientific. You spray this chemical on the ground, and when you shine the special light on it, zing! The footprints light up like an electrified noble gas in a glass tube. It's almost like magic, scientifically speaking. Forensic science has never seemed more ominous to me than at this very moment. Emma, I'd like to ask you about what you witnessed. Huh? What are you talking about? Are you not the witness Detective Gumshoe told us about? Well, I did get a call from Detective Gumshoe earlier. He was practically yelling at me. Mr. Edgeworth needs your scientific doohickeys right now, pal, he said. What was that man thinking? Or, rather, not thinking? Learning how to open your throat and down pints of water? Hell yeah. So, let me guess, there's been a murder, right? Yes, unfortunately. There's a sudden glint in her eyes. But I need to keep my mind focused on the witness. Now, where did that person go? I assume this is another Badger-mobile. Yeah, but it's a different color than the Blue Badger's car. Yes, this is the retina-searing pink model. What is that off in the distance? Oh, hey, it's the Pink Badger! Badger, get! Badger, 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 Badger. Just what does she see in these silly things? Stop. No. No. I think this badger has something to say to you, Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah, does it? Does it? What is it? Is it gonna steal my kidney? Like, kill it? What do you mean, kill it? It wants my soul? Are you by chance the witness I've been searching for? Hi, Chad. How you doing? How you doing, Chad? Everything's fine. Sorry, but I don't speak Badger dance. Oh, cool, that's just the music now. That's great. Oh. Oh my god. Oh no! She's back! She's back! It's Wendy motherfucking Oldbag! Oh, ho, ho, ho. I can't take it being inside that stuffy head anymore! You're... No. Why her? Why here? Why now? I first met this woman 3 years ago. She was a witness in one of my cases. She has since gone out of her way to pop up unexpectedly and cause me great grief. Edgy Poo! Why couldn't you understand what I was trying to tell you? I mean, really. I was trying so hard to keep the kids' dreams alive by staying in character, but you couldn't pick up on what I was trying to convey to you. I'm sick and tired of that runabout way of talking. I'm just gonna be direct. I had a bad feeling before, but this just made it official. Today has gone beyond the typical, not my day, into the realm of waking nightmare. So, you're a friend of Mr. Edgeworth too, Miss Pink Badger? You could say that, but right now I'm just a Pink Badger, dearie. She may look the part, but I know better than to trust my eyes around this woman. My name's Wendy Oldbag, but you can call me Wendy, or Granny, or whatever suits your fancy.
Nice to meet you, Miss Oldbag. I'm Kay Faraday.
What do I care about a young whippersnapper like you?
Yeesh, I was just trying to be polite.
Weren't you a security guard at one of the Gatewater hotels last time we met? I go where I'm needed. I'm very good at what I do, unlike the youth of today. I get called in all the time to fill in where there aren't enough hands. But enough about me, Edgy Poo. I'm thoroughly dejected right now. I finally get the chance to see you again, and here you are talking to young girls. Men are all the same. It doesn't matter how old they get. The shameless flirt with young girls. Just the other day, I happened to notice me and went into a arranged marriage 16-year-old. I see. But he's 16 at all.
16-year-old? You seem to attract all sorts of interesting people, Mr. Edgeworth.
Okay, please. I am begging you, by all means, do not provoke her any further.
Aren't you forgetting about something, Mr. Edgeworth? This person could be the witness.
Oh, honestly, I hope she isn't. But I don't think fate is going to be so kind today. I saw what happened. I even saw the exact moment it happened. How's that?
So it's true. She is the witness.
I don't suppose I can afford to ignore the old bag. Yes, it was just a little while ago. I saw it happen right in front of me. The moment of the murder. You mean to say that you witnessed someone being killed right before your eyes?
Sounds like a pretty important piece of testimony to me.
Oh, no. I came to the stadium to take a short break. As I was resting, I happened to glance over and I saw two men facing each other in that area. Suddenly, there was a loud gunshot. The person who was shot fell to the ground. It was a very terrifying experience, let me tell you.
Looks like we hit the jackpot, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, I can't afford to ignore what she has to say. Unfortunately... What's that unfortunately you tacked on supposed to mean, Edgy Poo?
Well, anyway, let's see what we can find out from this little old lady. Oh, hold on. I need to read that. Edgeworth versus Oldbag! Okay. That good? Alright. Resting, happened to glance over, saw two men facing each other in the area. Tell me more about that. Spot. Blow up an eco without me. I'm invested.
You saw two men. Can you describe them for me? You look like your average Joe is completely uninterested and not worth fawning over. I'm telling you, they were so boring that I don't even remember much beyond that. But did they have any special features? Anything you can recall would be very helpful.
Oh. Here, I'll state this. Blow up the rock in Eco without me. I'm not nearly as invested in Eco as I am in this. Okay.
Oh my! Don't tell me when you're jealous of those two old men.
Hey, she's right. You do seem pretty worked up over them, Mr. Edgeworth.
I'm not worked up over anyone, and I am not jealous. It's alright, Edgy Poo, those two are just foals compared to a stallion like you. I thought so little of them that I lost interest in the instant I laid eyes on them.
Hold it!
You're claiming to have seen the exact moment in which the murder took place. Absolutely! That gun made a terrible racket when it was fired.
You didn't try to go and help the person that got shot?
I'm only one person, you smart alecky brat! What could I have done? But I took off as soon as I could find someone who could help. 2 men, 1 bullet. It's all consistent with what we found from the body. Sadly, there wasn't exactly a lot of new information to go on in your testimony. Well, if I saw the guy again, I'm pretty sure I could identify him for you. I mean, how do you expect me to remember anything of something to jog my memory?
Self-centered, aren't we?
Well, it was somewhat useful. Her testimony also presents us with a new problem.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes.
So, about this new problem...
What is that giant grin on your face for?
Do you want me to show you something really nice?
No. Thank you.
Don't be so mean. I swear it's something you're gonna like.
What is that gadget you're holding?
Well, you see, before you is the secret weapon of a great thief.
I should have known it would be worthless.
Don't be like that.
What the fuck?
What do you think now?
What is it doing? It's projecting something into the air.
I'm gonna input the necessary information to run the simulation now. Once I'm done, I'll increase the size of the projection to its maximum size. Dark skies of the evening, when no other bird dares to take wing, one alone remains all-seeing. Now witness the true power of a real modern-day Robin Hood. Okay, what the shit?
Oh, what is this?
This is a recreation of the murder based on the info I inputted into Little Thief.
Little Thief? I dare say I think you're taking the Robin Hood thing too far.
Little Thief is actually meant to be a simulator for me to plan my thefts, but I suppose if I used it like this... Let's see, Miss Holbeck said the 2 men were facing each other, and then a gunshot rang out, and the victim fell to the ground.
Ah. So, with this, we can inspect the crime scene as it was in the past.
See? So what do you think?
I have to say, I'm impressed by the technology thieves have access to these days.
Well, it is the super secret weapon, the mighty Yatagarasu.
Indeed.
But there isn't enough information or something is out of place. The recreation could come out a little strange.
In other words, I can use this to authenticate the validity of the witness's testimony.
You got it! You really catch on quick, Mr. Edgeworth.
Right. Now, this simulation is a recreation of that witness's testimony. So for now, I should re-examine everything. And if I find anything illogical or strange, I can then ask for clarification.
Feel free to examine anything in the simulation, in the way you always do. You can even present evidence when you find a contradiction. And if you find something, I've got Little Thief with me, so just let me know, okay?
What the fuck?
Alright.
According to the testimony, the victim fell to the ground here.
That's right, but...
But if that's the case, then we've already found our first contradiction.
Huh? What? Where?
If this is the real scene of the crime, there's something missing that should be here. Which piece of evidence shows the missing item?
Let's see, Would it be this? Whoops. Huh. Because it should be on the body of the victim? Maybe you're still adjusting to the simulation?
Yes, that's it. Okay. Because I'm actually... Allow me to find my bearings and I'll present the contradiction again.
Okay. Should go without saying that the truth lies in what is missing from the scene. Okay. I guess that wouldn't really matter much, would it? Because, it's been a week. Let's see. Okay, that's just whatever. No. I don't know. Off the top of my head, I actually do not know. Because it's been a hot minute. Okay. Because I mean, the body's there, but we're talking about a missing item, not the fact that if he was shot standing. Because remember, I do remember the detail about the body of when he was shot. It went from his lower abdomen and exited by his shoulder. So, like, that's one thing that's not really gonna happen when you've been shot while standing up, unless the other person was, like, you know, below you? So that's weird, but... Would it be the, Wait, wasn't Meekins at the stadium, so it might be the Badgermobile? If I remember right?
Take that!
No, wrong. I'm misremembering. Ah, shit. I'm absolutely I don't remember. It said it should be in my evidence. I'm not seeing anything referencing the stadium. That's a problem. Isolation room. Okay, yep. Costumes, okay. Moved. Abdomen, yeah. Aldevore is engraved on the back. Mobile shop on 3 wheels. I don't know off the top of my head. Shit. God, I just chose the worst time to, like, end last. I chose the worst time to end last time. Fuck. I might... I'm wondering if I should, like, just look it up real quick and jog my memory. Because, wow, I don't remember. I really do not remember. Because I was gone for a while. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Fuck. I don't know. Because, like, it's saying something. We have a body. Like, the body's there, but the only weird thing I can think about is the fact that the body is shot wrong. For what Wendy's explaining. No, the costumes wouldn't be missing because there was no mention of the costumes. Nowhere in her testimony, body for any hidden burgers. Here, we'll hit check. Alright, preliminary findings, loss of blood resulting from gunshot wound. Lack of blood around the body suggests that the victim was killed elsewhere than moved. There should be evidence of blood at the real murder site. Hold on. Is Ace Attorney... Am I getting a little bit of Ace Attorney logic, and it shouldn't have been missing item, but, like, missing evidence? Hold on. Because... Is it supposed to show blood in the simulation? Take that! You've got to be fucking kidding me. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Alright, whatever.
This is the contradiction.
Huh? Is something wrong with my recreation?
If this is the real scene of the crime, something specific should be here. You think back, how did we deduce that the other crime scene was not the real one?
You've got to be... Okay, the wording on that was dumb. Let's be honest, the wording on that was not great. Oh, I get what's missing now. There's no blood on the ground here either, right?
Right. The fact there's no blood here casts doubt on the witness's testimony. Edgy Pooh! How could you doubt me like that? Are you calling me a liar? I know what I saw, and I saw the victim get shot down.
You know, I don't think she's lying, Mr. Edgeworth.
To be honest, I can't think of a reason why she'd lie to me. In that case, maybe there is another explanation for the distinct lack of blood.
Okay.
It's the silhouette of the killer with his gun at the ready. Okay, is it not possible to recreate the face of the killer?
Well, I can't exactly input what we don't know into Little Thief.
She has a point. Now I'm fairly convinced that the victim was killed here. But then why is there no blood? There must be some explanation for this contradiction. Perhaps I should go over all the information I've gathered one more time.
Oh, does it want me to logic? What do we have in the logic? It was a kidnapper. Why is there no blood? Huh. No. Huh. Okay, let's... Whoops. Okay.
So, you believe that this gadget will provide us the proof we need?
Yeah, of course! Pretty neat, huh? By inputting info like this, it can recreate the crime scene exactly as it was. Although, Little Thief was originally intended to be a training sim for heists...
A training sim for thievery? I don't believe I can turn a deaf ear to that, Kay.
That's for practice! practice. It's not like anything I've actually stolen yet. Besides, we're in the middle of an investigation, so stop nitpicking.
Even if it is just practice, I can't exactly endorse the act of stealing. Although, admittedly, this device is rather useful in an investigation. So, how am I supposed to use this to aid my investigation?
Oh, that's right. I guess I should explain how to use it, huh? Objects outlined in yellow are things that are not present in our time but were in the past. Things outlined in a dotted line are things that exist now but didn't in the past.
I see.
You can examine and interact with replicated people and objects as you normally do. You can even present evidence whenever you find an inconsistency. Oh, and be sure to point out mistakes in the recreation with evidence too.
Very well. Let's continue with the investigation.
If there's something you don't get about Little Thief, feel free to ask anytime, okay? Anything else? Oops. Do I present it to Kay or something? Whoops. Like, do I present that to Kay? Rather than, because I'm thinking maybe the reason we don't know this guy's head is because we found the big badger head, the bad badger head. What do you think about this?
If you're going to steal anything, at least keep your hands off my lines.
Alright, I'll return it to you. Here you go.
I was hoping for some information in return, but my line will do for now.
Should I logic these together, maybe? I don't think they... Oh.
Alright.
Huh, alright.
Is it not possible that the victim was wearing a costume?
So, you really think that Mr. Deacon was one of the kidnappers?
I think we can reasonably assume there's a very good chance that he was. And that if he was shot while he was inside one of those stolen costumes...
then Mr. Deacon's blood would be inside the costume instead of on the ground!
Precisely. Now, only if we could prove that the victim was wearing a costume.
You'd think it'd be pretty easy if we could find some footprints. But the problem is finding them, since there doesn't seem to be any around.
Footprints, I wonder how we can go about finding some of those.
Alright, time to talk to Emma. Emma, I need footprint. This is amazing! Just feel the power of science!
Emma, about that method you were talking about for finding footprints.
Finally! My expert knowledge in forensics is needed.
Yes, well, can you detect and trace even partial footprints?
Leave it to me. My cutting-edge detection kit can find anything.
Very well. If you could please analyze the footprints in this area.
Okay, stand back now and witness the power of science at work. Hey, I found something! Look right here!
I don't see anything.
Oh, that's right. Here, put these special glasses on, Mr. Edgeworth.
These footprints were definitely left by a badger costume.
Judging by the way the prints are layered, those seem to be the newest.
Then we can conclude that the victim was definitely wearing a costume at the time.
Okay. Neat. Okay, in that case, I'll update Little Thief's simulation parameters. I can't wait to see what we find out from this new info.
Alright. So the victim was wearing a costume when he died.
And with that, we should be one step closer to the truth, right?
I see the recreation has changed in accordance with new information. We may be closer, but now something else has got my attention.
Yeah, the body. It was shot. But, like, it went... From a standing position, that shot isn't possible.
What do you want? Your testimony, naturally. I'd like to hear it one more time, if you please. I came to the stadium to take a short break. As I was...
Whoop! I dropped my controller. Oh, goddammit, the batteries. Ah! 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 One sec. One sec.
Suddenly there was a loud gunshot and the person who was shot fell to the ground. It was a very terrifying experience, let me tell you.
So, does that mean Mrs. Olbeg's testimony is a contradiction in it?
Yes, and I believe our best course of action is to compare it with your recreation.
See, I just knew Little Thief would be of help. Now let's see if we can pull more info from Miss Oldbeg to put it into the recreation.
For that, we must first find the contradiction in her testimony.
Alright. Hold it! Press it all.
You mean you took a break from being the Pink Badger? You may not think it, but it's hard work keeping kids' dreams alive. You smell a sweat, your hip creaks with pain, you even begin to dream about work.
It's the kind of story that would scar a child for life, you know.
Well, that's why I chose to come take my break here, whippersnapper. I don't plan on playing the part of Dead Badger in front of a bunch of kids. So, what did you see while you, the Pink Badger, were resting? Oh, yeah, then. Well...
Alright. Resting, happened to glance over and I saw two men. Yeah, okay. Let's talk about it.
You saw two men. Can you describe them for me? They looked like your average Joe's, completely uninterested and not worth fawning over. I'm telling you, they were so boring that I don't even remember much beyond that.
But did they have any special features?
Anything you can recall would be very helpful. Oh my, don't tell me you're jealous of those two men.
Hey, she's right. You do seem pretty worked up over them, Mr. Edgeworth.
I'm not worked up over anyone. And I'm not jealous. It's alright, Edgy Poo. Those two were just foals compared to a stallion like you. I thought so little of them that I lost interest the instant I laid eyes on them.
Hold on. And they were like uninteresting? But okay, let's talk.
You're claiming to have seen the exact moment in which the murder took place. Absolutely! The gun made a terrible racket when it was fired.
You didn't try to go help the person that got shot?
I'm only one person, you smart alecky brat. What could I have done? But I took off as soon as I could, to find someone who could help. Blah.
Hold it!
Wait, don't you have anything to say to me? No, not especially. You're so cold, Edgy Poo. But that's exactly what I like about you.
Love her. Okay, we'll stop. You sure are one tough cookie. One part unshakable and one part scary.
Watch that smart mouth of yours, Missy. What do you know about my fragile heart? Knowing what we know now, thanks to your recreation,
the contradiction stands out like a giant sore thumb.
Precisely. It's all becoming clear to me. Let's clear up this issue with some well-presented evidence and get this over with.
Alright. Resting, yep, two men, they were uninteresting. That's the problem, because, one of them was wearing a costume.
men. How did you know the gender of the two people involved? Seeing as how the victim was wearing a costume at the time. Furthermore, I have another matter I'd like to inquire about. I'd very much like to know why you failed to mention the costume in your testimony. I'm beginning to doubt if you really witnessed the murder at all. But I'm telling you, I really did see it. I saw it with my very own eyes. From a seat in the second tier. The second tier?
Hey, didn't you say you saw it right in front of you earlier?
That was, you know, I was using the phrase in the metaphorical sense. I see our witness still has a screw loose. In the metaphorical sense. The cushy seats in the second tier are reserved for hotshot VIPs, which is exactly why I go there now and again to take a nap.
I can see how you could have gotten a good look from there. It's so high up.
Were you able to even see the victim's costume from way up there? Well, I know I saw two people, but I couldn't really see what they looked like because they were in the stage's shadow. My eyesight isn't what it used to be, you know? Not like when I was young. Could spot a man for 100 paces away. Of course, they noticed me in a flash trying to make them move, but it's so easy. A careful girl like me couldn't. Let's return to our investigation, shall we, Kay?
You got it.
And then there was this one time when I was young and I. Okay. This new silhouette of a victim is now in the costume.
The silhouettes can change depending on the information I input. But Little Thief can recreate more than just people. So investigate away. We may even find more with which to make a more accurate sim.
Alright, sounds like a plan. It's the silhouette of the killer with his gun at the ready. Okay, is it not possible? Okay, we already...
Footprints.
What is it, some sort of new attraction?
Hold on. Let's look at the logic we have. I think we only have one piece right now, though. Yeah, okay. Okay, what do you think? You got anything? No. Hold on. This is amazing! Just feel the power of science! Hey, Summer.
Thanks to you, I'm able to proceed with my investigation once again. Thank you.
It was nothing. I'm just glad that science and I could be of service. Pretty amazing how we could see the footprints. So, what's the secret behind that thing? Oh, you want to know? Here, you can read the manual. Uh-huh. Very interesting. So if I do this, I can avoid leaving footprints.
She can't seriously be trying to use the information as her advantage to a thief. Wait.
Okay. That... This really helps. Here, if I present things to Old Bag, maybe I'll get something. Let's talk about... Oh, I can't even... Oh, wait, I opened up the organizer. Present... Badger.
Yet another blue badger? I've had my fill of these things for a lifetime. Thank you for the extra commentary, but what I wanted was for you to take a look. Oh, alright, I guess I can do that. But only 'cause it's you, Edgy Poo. What's wrong with this thing? Why is this blue badger wearing sunglasses? How could you have not noticed all this time?
And they, I mean, we also did a lot of this, or a chunk of this case last week, so even I'm forgetting a couple things here. Let's talk about the body, maybe?
Go on, Edgy Poo, show me anything, I'll tell you all about it. Very well, what do you think about this? It's nothing special. Somehow I figured she'd say as much.
Ah, yes, the body.
Eh. Go on, Edgy Poo, show me anything, I'll tell you all about it.
Alright. Old bag, you bitch. That's it. We're just gonna we're gonna be talking about things until you say something. What about the pendant? That's what I was gonna do, but it should have been under the costume. Yeah. That's not getting us anywhere. Okay. Talk about the stolen costumes, maybe? No. Fucking old bag is always fucking worthless. I've gotten fucking nowhere. Like, here's the footprints, can't inspect them. Inspecting these does nothing for me. Shit, man. I don't know. I do not know. I guess... Oh wait, I can examine this, I guess.
Oh, it looks like they broke the stage down.
Oh wait, this is the stage. So if they were in the shadow and the stage was broken down... Maybe...
Or maybe it's because a different show is scheduled to start its run tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Well, so this... So, like, maybe a lot of time passed from... I mean, how much time has passed from us being... Been a long day, so it's totally possible this got taken down. Can I examine anything else? Alright, I got a feeling it's gonna be like last time then. So just packed up in the side of the stage. Okay. That makes sense. I guess. There's something here to connect.
If that woman's testimony is to be believed, the murder occurred before the stage was broken down.
Do you want me to input that bit of info into Little Thief?
Yes, if you please.
Okay.
There is clearly
a contradiction here.
Please stop stealing my lines.
Oh, come on, it wasn't that hard to see it coming, even for a layman like me.
I suppose, but in any case, it is not possible for the killer to have stood here in that way. Because there was a very real stage set up at this spot in that time.
Yeesh, I told you I got it. Do you feel the need to explain everything?
Yes, well, in any case, we still need to resolve this unusual situation.
Isn't it obvious? The killer was on top of the stage, naturally. Right, Miss Oldbag?
Yeah, I remember now. The killer was standing on top of the stage.
See? So, let me update the info in the simulation. It's a halfling. Okay, so... okay. But if that's the case, here's the next problem. The next problem is that the exit wound was on the shoulder, and it was going up. And yes, Lang is a problem. We'll get to that. We'll get to that fucker. But he was shot from the lower abdomen, and his shoulder was the exit wound, so that's a problem. Anyway.
Well, well, what do we have here? A bunch of hooligans running amok, I see. Agent Lang, how nice of you to join us. Well, I can't have you going around messing up my crime scenes. Agent Lang, we've discovered that the real scene of the murder is here, in the stadium. I see. Thanks. For what? I'm just trying to show you my appreciation for all the time you saved me. Who knew that such a strange little toy could recreate a crime scene like that?
Little Thief is not a toy.
You two!
Sir!
And there you have it, you see. Big boys like me don't need silly toys, little girl.
The logo on that stage? It's totally the Gaviners.
Now this is a recreation. So what? Do you still intend to assert that Officer Meekins is the killer? Of course. Even knowing that the crime scene took place here doesn't let him off the hook. This is the real scene of the crime. Officer Meekins lay in wait for the victim at the top of the stage. And when the victim finally showed, he shot him from on high. That's the truth of your little recreation showed. How far will you go to accuse Officer Meekins of the crime? He's the most likely suspect we've got, especially given the situation with his gun.
Well, even if he's the killer, at least my recreation was on the mark.
You see? Thank you for understanding, my little, crow girl.
I'm not some common crow. I'm the Yatagarasu, the Raven of Legend.
Unfortunately, your conclusion has yet to be tested, so let's see how well it holds up.
What? Alright. Yeah, we know that. Officer Meekins lay in wait for the victim on top of the stage. Let's talk about this.
Lying in wait. How did Officer Meekins even know the victim was going to come here? Simple. He was investigating kidnappers, right? And while he was doing so, he came to understand the victim, Mr. Deacon's movements. Ha! And why would the good officer want to ambush and kill a kidnapper? You mean his motive? Who knows and who cares? You can find that out for yourself when you talk to him in jail. You have no respect for the order of law. Don't get me wrong, but I need more than there's no motive to convince me otherwise. He's right. Lack of motive is a rather weak argument by itself. So, the officer lay in wait on top of the stage.
Yeah, Lang's a fantastic detective. What are you talking about? Alright.
So you agree that with how our recreation turned out? Like I said, I'm grateful that you were able to save me some time. Alright, but we still don't know why he chose to wait on top of the stage. Who cares? Maybe he wanted to become the Blue Badger. Who's to say he didn't see the stage and decided to put on a Badger stage show of his own? Well, maybe there's a completely different reason. What does it matter? It still doesn't change the fact that the Officer Meekins stood up on that stage and shot the victim on the ground below.
This fucking dipshit. Lang, you have no goddamn brain cells. Do you? But here's the problem. And I'm gonna double check. Indicate loss of entry point, lower right abdomen, exit point, right shoulder. That's impossible from the stage. That's impossible shooting from on high. Hold on, I want to do it again. I'm sorry about ears. It'll be real quick. Just, fair warning. Turn me down for like 2 seconds. OBJECTION! It didn't fucking work. Oh. Damn it. Okay.
Objection!
I'll just click it.
I'm terribly sorry, Agent Lang. I should have warned you that our recreation is incomplete. You cut in quite unexpectedly, after all.
Didn't say I was not loud enough for you to turn your volume down? Got it.
What's that supposed to mean? You said that the victim was shot by the killer from up above, correct? I hate to break it to you, but that's not possible.
Huh? Why not?
Recall Mr. Deacon's body, specifically where the gunshot wounds were located.
I might try it again. Actually, I didn't get that good of a look.
Oh, well then. The bullet entered Mr. Deacon in his abdominal region and exited his right shoulder. This is more consistent with an angled shot from beneath the victim. Then, yes, our recreation had the victim being shot at an angle from above.
A clear contradiction.
You're discounting your own conclusions? No, this one point is the only flaw. This was the mistaken parameter in our recreation. Yes, the locations of the killer and the victim were wrong. Ah, I get it. I see what you're trying to say. I believe the killer and the victim were standing opposite to what we initially thought. It was the victim who was on top of the stage and he was being shot by the killer.
Oh, I'm gonna move this chair. I don't want it. I'm standing. It's investigation time.
If this is what happened, it would also explain the positioning of the gunshot wounds.
But then, what about the footprints?
Since footprints don't lie, we can assume that then the killer also wore the costume.
Okay, I'll try using that data instead.
Judging by the fact that both the killer and the victim were wearing costumes, I'd say it was a killing between two kidnappers. That would be the most natural conclusion. Wouldn't you agree, Agent Lang? Well done, Mr. Prosecutor. But that alone doesn't clear Officer Meekins of the crime.
God, I gotta be honest, I do like Lang, though. He's... as much of a dickbag as he is... I like how he... I just like how he points at shit and how he his body language and how he does shit. He's a smug little shit and I love him.
I ask that you take another good look at the tire marks over there. The 3 marks are indicative of the Blue Badger mobile. That story Officer Meekins told about that shop on wheels getting stolen was just a lie. He drove the Blue Badger mobile here and committed the murder. Then he used the car to move the body to the garage in the Wild Wild West area. You believe he moved the body with the car? That's right. It was Officer Meekins himself who pointed us the way he did it. The 3 tire tread marks are very telling. However, it is the Blue Badger-mobile that's the only thing... Is the Blue Badger-mobile the only thing capable of creating such a pattern?
Yeah, you can be stupid and look good while you do it, and I'm living proof of that.
Alright.
Tire marks in the Blue Badger-mobile. Let's talk about it.
3 tire marks. I have to agree that the Blue Badger-mobile does have 3 tires. Of course, the only thing in this park that could make those marks is that roving shop. Are you forgetting that there are in fact 3 of them? You can't simply ignore the pink and proto Badger-mobiles, Agent Lang. Of course, I didn't say it couldn't be either of the other 2. But I see no reason to drag them into this just to complicate things.
Now, hold on.
Of course, you have some sort of proof that it was all a lie, correct? Of course not.
Well, that was blunt.
But suppose it is a lie. It would explain a lot of things. Like his movements and his whereabouts.
Hold on. Here's the thing. Because he was lying in the, Okay, it doesn't really tell us here at the moment. But in the picture, he's lying where the pink Badger-mobile is. So it totally could be anything else, because the pink Badger-mobile is out and about. Let's just double check. Because he does say it was moved and then he parked it. But if he lost it, why would it be in the garage? I think this one might actually be it. Alright, I'm gonna try this again. Objection! Damn it. I pointed and I got in fucking stance and I pointed and it's still... Zach, thank you for the raid. How you doing, everyone? I'm gonna try it again. With the power of my friends. Objection! I just pissed off the neighbor's dog. Okay.
Watch those wrist rockets!
Hey, Pseudo. Thank you for the 9 months.
Sorry, Agent Lang, but that's an impossible tale. And why's that? Those tire marks could have not been left by the official Meekins... Oh, those tire marks could not have been left by the Officer Meekins' Blue Badger-mobile. One look at the car would have told you so.
Dun, 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 dun. It's right fucking there.
Take that!
The reason I believe this car never came to the stadium is the car itself.
Huh? What do you mean?
The pink Badger-mobile was here from the beginning. And there is no need for 2 Badger-mobiles to be at any one location at the same time. You sure like to give random answers to things, don't you? But I'm not so easily sidetracked by such weak logic.
Whoops. I mean, I'd think it would be the Blue Badger-mobile. But maybe it's because the pink Badger-mobile's missing? That might be it. We'll see what happens.
Take that!
The victim body... The victim's body tells the true tale behind it all. What's wrong with you, Mr. Prosecutor? We're talking about the Blue Badger-mobile. What does the body have to do with anything? Unless it's hiding some sort of secret. Well, I believe we should investigate this next is all. Huh. Looks like you're no match for my wits after all. Wait, please allow me to take another good look.
Maybe it is because the tires are clean, but I already clicked on the car. I feel like they would have... I guess. Fuck it.
Take that!
The tires are clean? Oh, yeah, look at that. I didn't think they'd actually put that in there. Alright.
Take a good look at the tires. There's not a single dollop of mud to be found on it. If this car had come to the backstage area and left those tire tracks, then the lack of mud on those tires stands out as very peculiar indeed. Then how do you explain the tire tracks, genius?
Hey, I've got it. What about Miss Oldbag's pink Badgermobile?
Don't be ridiculous. I was sleeping the entire time in the second tier seats. Indeed, I believe we can rule her out as someone related to this crime. However, there's yet to be one more roving store, as I recall.
Oh, you mean the Proto Badger?
That's right. There was one more parking space inside that garage, and it proves the existence of a Proto-Badgermobile. Agent Lang, I suggest you find this Proto-Badgermobile post-haste. There must be some sort of incriminating evidence of it. Ugh.
Hey, did you hear something?
Help me.
Are you alright?
Well, this is something. Looks like we found our kidnapping victim. Where were you all this time? Wild West. Kidnappers. He was in the room next to the one I was held in. Ran away using underground and got lost. The kidnappers. What is it? I can't understand what you're trying to say. The kidnappers escaped wearing costumes. Did you see the faces of your kidnappers? No. I didn't see their faces. But it's two. One was a woman. Woman? Quite an important piece of testimony. Hey, what are you guys doing? Stop standing there and get your cops on this already.
Also, wait a minute. His fucking Look at his fucking glasses. Look at his dumbass glasses. The frames go... The frames make that X on his fucking forehead. They don't even hook over his ears. What the fuck is this? Oh, that is... Those are the most stupid glasses I've ever seen. He's like he's like an X-Men villain.
I'll even let you guys have what the kid just said just now. Consider it a gift. Now, are you gonna get out of my crime scene, or I'm gonna have to get rough?
Again? You're nothing but a big bully. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth, let's go.
Oh, no. Not you. You're a very important witness for my case. I'm not about to let you get away that easily.
Don't count on me to testify because I won't. Not for you.
That's right, I won't either. You hear me, you young whippersnapper? Hey, calm down. There's no need for all this hostility. I just want to take a statement from each of you. I'm not gonna rough either of you up, I give my word. Come now, fair maidens. What do you say? Will you cooperate? Fair maidens? My, you little rascal. You should know the way into a woman's heart. Langsy says, the passage of time is but a fleeting moment, and a lady is young forever. Trying to outdo my edgy pooth, you fancy schmancy sayings. let's get this over with. So we're clear, I'm only interested in giving you my statement. Sure, just as soon as Mr. Prosecutor leaves us be.
Mr. Edgeworth? Fucking Lang.
Save.
Water's fucking great. Welcome back, Rushto. Glad you're alive. Yeah, old Beg's here.
March 13th, 2:34 p.m., Wild Wild West area.
It's like we got the boot again.
With Lance saved, the focus of the investigation will shift solely onto the murder.
You mean the infighting between the kidnappers?
Yes, and also the identity of the remaining kidnapper. Isles, my boy! Tell me it's true! Tell me that you've really found my boy! Yes, Mr. Amano, we found him early in the stadium.
Then, my little Lance is unhurt?
He's not exactly the picture of perfect health, but his life is not in danger. He's being questioned right now by Agent Lang.
Poor Lance. It must have been so horrible for him. Locked up in a... Alright.
Miles, my boy, I can't thank you enough. It was nothing.
Wait, that was Lang. Whoops! I got stuck in the Lang voice. No, they're not together. This is Lance's dad, and the girl is Lance's girlfriend. Hey, Cody.
I'm still in shock over what happened to Oliver. But I have to say I'm relieved that Lance is alright. Oh, that's right. I mustn't forget to pass this on to Lance as soon as the police are finished with him. A letter.
Ring pop girl, don't look too innocent.
By the way Lance is being chased by after woman reminds me of someone I know. I almost can't believe he received yet another love letter, you know. Here, take a look for yourself. Isn't this a breach of confidentiality? It's a very simple love letter.
Oh, hey, let me see. Huh, that's really weird. It's from a loan company, Tender Lender. Looks more like a collection bill to me. Yo, wait! Tender Lender? Hold on a minute, that's the one with the fake phoenix. That's the one with that had the fake phoenix and oh yeah, Viola. You can see her name back there. Oh no! No 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 no. He loves me not. He loves me not. That's the 12th one. Viola was nice, what are you talking about? That woman... she scared me. She definitely had something in that tea. Play the new Monster Hunter game. Dude, right? Hunting Horn is fucking stacked now. You can't give up, Lauren. Just one more try.
Excuse me, but I can't help but feel a little sorry for all the flowers you've gone through.
I suppose they were me then.
I believe you said that you were Lance's girlfriend when we first met, correct?
Viola's your favorite? You drink all the tea? You're gonna die. She's nice other than that. Yeah. But you're gonna die. Yes, but I am, but oh, it's not like we're both each other's as lovers. But he did give me this ring, so I guess we're not just friends either? Girl, that's a ring pop. I mean, because this ring isn't just any ordinary ring. It's a, whoa! Kill. There's two of them. This is getting out of hand. There's two of them. Thank you. I mean, because this isn't just any ordinary ring. Yeah, partner proposes the ring pop. Insta-marry. Yeah. 11 of those in a row? God damn. Those bots, man. It tastes so sweet when you lick it. Oh, it's so wonderful.
You mean to tell me that he gave you a lollipop ring?
So, which is it? Have you guys not decided if you're going out, or is it just one-sided?
Decided. Shouldn't the parties involved naturally just know?
My father used to work for Mr. Amano, and so Lance and I grew up together. I said it out loud.
I don't see how that's anything to be embarrassed about. So your father was an employee of the Amano Group. What did he do?
I heard his job was to fly around the world. On Pegasus.
Pegasus.
Oh, Pegasus is the name of the airplane. The airplane belonged to the company. You had me there for a second. But now, it's all changed. My father, he isn't around anymore. Oh, I see. About 10 years ago, he rode off in Pegasus off to somewhere, and he never returned.
Hiding Pegasus to whereabouts unknown. Sounds like the stuff legends are made of.
It's been so long, but I don't think I'd recognize him if we were to ever meet again. I think it's a Band-Aid. I'm so sorry, Lauren. But I won't give in to the sadness. I have to live. Yes, Lauren, live! Alright. So, like, you know, falling for someone really fast sometimes happen. But, you fall for someone over a ring pop. That, you need to evaluate.
About this incident.
Incident? But isn't the kidnapping already over and dealt with? I've been here the whole time, and so I'm afraid I don't know much about any other incident.
How did you come to know that Lance had been kidnapped?
Oh, it's because of my woman's intuition. Yeah, nope. This is...
You based everything on that.
I know everything when it comes to my Lance. Oh, wait a minute. She's not his girlfriend. She's totally a stalker. It's really strange. It really must be destiny. She started fantasizing again. Yeah, no, she's... Alright, no, she's definitely just a crazy-ass stalker. It totally is her. And then she probably killed the butler. Yeah, totally Andre Stalker. I'm calling it now. Like, she absolutely killed the butler so that she could get away with Lance. Ugh. So, what are you gonna do now, Mr. Edgeworth?
We already established that there's a good chance that the killer is the other kidnapper. It's my duty to figure out who this other person is. I believe there's one location that might hold a clue or two.
It's the isolation room, baby!
The place where we were held as prisoners.
Hold it, don't let me in with you! I can't allow you to slander my good name as the Great Thief by saying I was captured.
Not being able to escape from somewhere qualifies you as a caged bird, Kay.
Besides, we checked that place out pretty well when we were in there, remember? Don't you think it'd be even better idea to check somewhere else?
Perhaps you are right.
Okay. No, it's the kidnapper's hideout, which was right next to it, I guess.
I believe blah 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 blah. The obvious location is the kidnapper's hideout.
But we're still not allowed in, remember?
Agent Lang and his men should be done with this area. In that case, there's no harm in asking that officer over there to let us in.
Okay, let me in.
What do you have to report? Sir, nothing unusual or out of the ordinary, sir. Have I heard such redundancy before? Is it possible for us to let you... for you to let us take a look around inside? Sir! Roger, sir! That was surprisingly hassle-free. Are you certain? Didn't Agent Lang order you to not allow me in? Sir, that's true, sir, but... Detective Gumshoe asked me personally to let you in, sir. And I couldn't refuse a request from him.
Oh, looks like Detective Gumshoe has a following.
Furthermore, I was asked to give this document to you, sir. What is this? The man in this picture. Oh, wait. Man in this picture. Isn't this Mr. Oliver Deacon? The name here says Colin Devore. It's the same name as the one on the back of the pendant. It appears that Colin Devore was his real name. What's this? He was convicted in a case 10 years ago and sent to prison.
What? Then what was he doing here?
Apparently, he broke out of jail and then just vanished. He must have become Oliver Deacon to cover up the fact that he was an escaped felon.
Okay. I'm not so sure what's going on anymore. Is that an anagram? Probably. But, anyway, I remember at one point, I don't remember if it was on Maztec's Ace Attorney streams or mine, someone said Gumshoe was worthless. And I will forever tell them that they are wrong. That was your stream?
Is there some sort of link between the victim's past and the current case?
No, not Maztec, Gumshoe. But someone said that Gumshoe was worthless, and they are wrong and dumb. And I don't remember who their name was.
These police documents are rather detailed. I should take the time to give them a thorough read eventually. It's fine. Let's focus on one thing at a time, starting with the kidnapper's hideout.
Meekins? He tends to hit the... if someone said Meekins was worthless, I would be more inclined to agree. Though, he's helped us a couple times, so...
More than thinking things through, I think you should try remembering things first. Now then, if you could please unlock the door, officer. It was locked up until a little while ago, but... Since then, the door's been wide open, sir! I'm not sure I follow what you're saying. Care to explain in a bit more detail? Sir, the door was locked down tight when they went to check out the room. So they got about 10 officers to help out and break the door down, sir! I see. I guess that means I get Agent Lang's leftovers. Well, let's see what we find. March 13th, 2:55 p.m., Kidnapper's Hideout. So this is where the kidnappers plan their foul deed.
Well, you were tied up for a while in your room next door.
Kate, please. Must you bring that up again? Now then, down to business. There might be some clues left in this room. Let's try to find out what we can of the other kidnapper's identity.
So anyway,
This must be where they dispose of old and worn-out costumes.
that's so sad.
It would seem that they throw the costumes away in pieces. A sign advertising the photo rally. Something I have absolutely no interest in.
Yeah, but I do, and I'm gonna get my hands on the rest of the Badger family. You'll see.
She definitely brings a decidedly different atmosphere to a criminal investigation.
Watch out, Mr. Edgeworth.
It's a broken mirror, and probably came from the haunted house. Why is this here? Are they planning to repair it?
Hey, there's a trapdoor in this room, too.
It's not a trapdoor, it's an entrance to an underground passage, Kay.
I know that.
The door leading to the outside world was locked, so Lance must have escaped his prison through here.
Hey, wait, there's something broken on the ground here.
What have we here?
Looks like a sword. A broken sword. Oh. Hey, you wanna know what was probably broken against our head?
Strange. Why would it be broken like that? Swords don't usually break on their own.
That's true.
Alright then, let's think about it in this way. Maybe it broke when someone was trying to use it for or on something.
Yeah, it was used on your fucking skull, dipshit.
Hypotheticals aren't going to get us anywhere. Perhaps we should think more on this later.
Oh, they have barrels like these just outside.
Yes, and?
Well, I know I already asked you when they were out there, but if these were real, what would you put in them?
There's an expectant gleam in her eyes, and I'm about to dash. Beyond this door...
It's where the kidnappers held you after getting the jump on you.
Must you keep reminding me?
A really shit sword to break that easily? I mean, it was definitely a prop sword. Like, prop swords, if you get metal ones, they probably aren't going to be tempered. Unless you have prop fighting swords, which are just going to be dulled. If you have a prop sword that you aren't swinging around and it's just for looks, like if you go to a Ren Fair and get a prop sword, it's not going to be tempered. If, like, I have one, I was going to use it for a get-up, and I did not, because life got weird. I wanted to go to more Ren Fairs, and I just haven't, but I wanted to go in like a full adventurer garb, and I wanted to have a sword. But the point is, if I swing that at anything, it's probably gonna chip or break really, really easily. It is a little sharp, but it's not gonna do anything. If I swung it at someone, I'd expect to have to like toss it out afterwards. You sent me into geek mode. Listen, I got really into I got really into smithing at one point. Like looking into it. And on like sword making and stuff like that, because I'm a fucking weird ass nerd. I mean, my dad and I both thought it was really cool, so we both dived into it. Point is, it's not tempered. It'll break really easily. But it's the room where I got you to see your awesome face.
You don't need to remind me of that mortifying moment either. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
Key.
I wonder where this key is, too.
Huh, you got me.
It reminds me of the key we found in the other room.
That's it! This must be the key for one of those trapdoors.
That wasn't a trap door. You only call it one because you quite literally jumped into it.
Hey, but isn't that what you're supposed to do when you see one?
I am not having this conversation with you.
Yeah, no, actually, my dad... Because my parents have an anvil. It was like my great-great-grandfather's or something, and it's just been sitting around. So my dad cleaned up that anvil, and he's been building a forge, and I think it's probably complete by now, if not really close. He's probably gonna use it to just make, like, specific parts that he needs, or, like, specific, like, brackets and stuff like that he'll use, because he does stuff in the garage, because he does a lot of things with cars, so having some way to bend steel to very specified ways would be really useful for him. So. Alright. Coffee.
Cheap styrofoam cups.
Looks like only 3 cups were used. Let's look at our logic. Okay, yeah, that's not gonna... None of that shit's...
A poster of Gatewaterland is stuck on this wall. Intrigue, fun, prestige. Gatewaterland has it all, and it's all waiting for you. It's not especially catchy, is it? Folding chairs, and by the looks of it, they were probably used by the kidnappers.
There are 3 chairs that are on the table. Wow. Maybe there were 3 kidnappers. Wow. But wait, because right now... Yeah, okay, actually that is good news for us. Whoops. Good news for us, because right now we're sort of looking at... Or, our current thoughts are a 2-kidnapper scene.
The common denominator between cups and folding chairs is the number 3. Speaking of which,
Plus, the costumes were also missing.
the number of missing costumes is also 3.
Wait, but I thought there were only 2 kidnappers.
Indeed, something isn't adding up. Literally. Is it possible there is a 3rd kidnapper that Lance didn't see?
I can't go in there.
Unused folding chairs lean against a wall in their folded states.
Wow, whoever lined these up did it perfectly. They're not even a single hair off. I'd feel bad using these because it's like stealing the perfection away.
I suspect it's more like you wouldn't want to be the one to put them away.
Yeah, okay. Nah, nothing left here. Okay, looks like that's nothing. Okay, let's talk. Yeah?
So, this is the room next to the one we were held prisoners in.
You know, I took a peek in here through the door from the other room.
As did I, Kay. Anyway, if this room was truly the kidnapper's hideout,
Then that means there should be some clues to their identities here, right?
I don't know if there are. However, the probability is quite high. I believe a thorough combing of this room is necessary.
Alright.
In pieces, yeah.
Let's take another look at these pieces. Never mind, we're not looking at them in pieces. Oh, wait, it's in our logic. You don't believe it? You want your lawyer?
Hi, how you doing? I'm your lawyer.
Let's check this out real quick. Condivore, male, 5'8", 123.45 pounds, dominant hand right. Unknown after his escape from Penn E. Dent Prison. Stole a gun from a guard during his escape. We thought he might head for where his wife and sole daughter are, but despite our surveillance, he has yet to show up.
What have we here?
Oh, no, we're looking at the sword. The naming convention still cause you... No, they're great.
This door is thoroughly broken thanks to the police who forced it open.
Okay, here we go. Looks like a sword. A broken sword.
Strange, why would it be broken like that?
Alright. That's true.
Alright then, let's think about it in this way. Maybe it broke when someone was trying to use it for or on something. Hypotheticals aren't going to get us anywhere. Perhaps we should think more on this later.
That doorknob handle thingy is looking pretty beat up.
I suppose that's what happened when 10 officers break their way in with brute force.
Hey, that's odd. The lock on this is completely fine. Not a single dent.
How is that possible after what that officer told us?
Yeah, if the lock had been in use when the door was busted down, then the lock itself should be completely wrecked.
So the lock on the door leading to the outside is undamaged. How can that be?
Oh, wait, the sword was totally... Okay, no, I get it. The sword was blocking the door. The fool should have tried the... Yeah, they should have tried the knob first. Didn't break on my head. Okay.
It's a bit strange that the police had to force their way into an unlocked room. One look at the pristine door lock, and anyone can see that it was not in use at the time.
But the policeman outside said that it took 10 men to get it open.
The door was locked tight, despite it not being locked at all. It can only be because of this.
Oh, you mean...
Yes, it was used to jam the door. Here, take a look at the door handle. You see how the handle is completely destroyed.
So that's how the sword broke. Okay. Neat.
I thought that we might uncover the true identity of the kidnappers, but instead we've only uncovered more questions that need to be answered.
That actually made me jump a little bit. Oh my god. God, they're just... Uh... Uh... Friend. 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 Alright, alright, alright. Oops.
What is it?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, am I correct?
What are you doing suddenly popping out of a secret entrance like that?
This is an underground passage used by staff members, sir. We Badgers also make use of it in our duties. Look, why don't you get out of there first, and then we'll talk, okay? I beg your pardon, miss. Proto-Badger, get! Alright, only one more to go. We have been trying to reach you about your...
We have been trying to reach you about your car payments. What are you getting all excited about?
Did you forget? The photo rally, duh! See, look, now all I have to do is get a picture of the Bad Badger and I'm done.
Ah, yes, I vaguely recall a contest or something of that sort.
What? It's gone, but where did it go?
What happened? What's wrong?
A Bad Badger costume is missing, sir. Oh, is that all? I'm letting my hair down. I'm tired of it being tied back. It was pulling. Pulling itself.
Yeah.
Well, it's missing because the kidnappers stole it. I heard about how they were stolen, but they said only 3 of the costumes were taken.
What? Is he saying that more than 3 of them are gone? Mr. Proto-Badger, please tell me a little more about those costumes you use. do you mean by a bad badger costume is missing? Ow, hair.
I was dumb and decided to run my hand through my hair because I wanted it to stop. Sorry, hair. No, I'm not doing a close-up. I'm not doing a close-up.
Why, just what I said, sir. We're one bad badger short. Counting the spares, we have 2 of each costume on hand at all time. Okay, so because one of them is walking...
Oh, okay, so because one of them is walking around the park...
The other should be in that room. Actually, both of them should be in that room.
Huh? What do you mean?
Normally, we don't use the bad badger costumes. In fact, we only use them during a certain event at a set time each day. In the stage show where the bad badger wreaks havoc around the park. The other badgers must work together to apprehend him, sir. I'm speechless that such a show exists. Well, sir, I was just trying to explain to you the only time that we use the costume.
And doesn't that make it near impossible to take a picture of the bad badger?
Personally, I can't believe that it's this close to the showtime there's no costume. Oh dear, what am I to do, sir? All this basically means is that the kidnapper stole 4 costumes in total.
And are you saying that there are 4 kidnappers?
No, I don't think that's very likely.
Oh?
Recall the costumes for a minute.
Stolen ones, you mean?
What proves that a 4th kidnapper does not exist?
Oh, you thought... Okay. But the reason that a 4th kidnapper doesn't exist is because of this. This. Okay.
If you had 4 people and you wanted to steal a 4th costume, wouldn't you naturally go for the full set and steal a pink badger costume instead?
Yeah, that makes sense.
And yet the kidnappers decided to steal another bad badger. I believe the culprits needed 2 bad badger costumes, but the question is why?
Okay. Let's look at our logic. It's gotta be the pieces. You gotta pick up the pieces.
The second bad badger costume. I believe it may be closer at hand than we think.
Huh? What do you mean?
That costume in the trash. Wouldn't you say that it's wearing some very telltale pants?
Hey, you're right! Let's get it out of there and take a look!
As I suspected, it's a bad badger costume.
Well, minus the head. Yeah, it's almost like there's a hole! Wow! Well, look, its hand is hurt!
Looks more like something was ripped off of it.
Oh, wait. Because the gun. Is the gun, like, sewed onto the hand? A, that's awful. B, like, so he could hold the actual gun and... Ooh, okay. Let's look at our organizer here. So the head's in the isolation room. Okay. Would sew an actual gun to a mascot, though? I mean, this park has a lot of design choices that are,
Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold?
Well, the head should be here, right?
This is a clear contradiction in the facts.
Huh? What are you talking about? Are you gonna fill me in or not?
Well, maybe it's not quite so clear.
Even so, it's still a contradiction, right?
Or it might not be.
You're acting really weird, Mr. Edgeworth. Just tell me if it's a contradiction or not.
Nah. My apologies. There's definitely something off about this costume. If only I could envision the truth in my head, I'd be one step closer to it.
Alright. I'm gonna take a drink of water. Oh, fuck yeah. That's some good... This water really hitting good. Okay. Sure that the gun sewn to the hand is real, or that they took it off to use a real gun? Yeah, because, Oh, wait, I think I know. Hold on, wait. I know what would prove this. If you remember right, Yeah, okay. So if you remember right, not that. This, right? Check it. See, Proto Badger, the very first Badger. Blue Badger, an ally of justice who keeps the peace. Pink Badger, note your unique pink bow. Bad Badger, a vile criminal with a gun. That gun is in his hand. He doesn't really have any place to put it. So, gun. I believe what we have here is an inconsistency. Between what? Look carefully. Our costume is not holding something in its right hand that it should be. Oh, the gun! Precisely. The Bad Badger was designed to always hold a gun in his right hand. However... You there! Did you remove the gun from this Bad Badger's right hand? No, I did not, sir. The gun is supposed to be securely attached to the costume. As I thought. The rip itself confirms my hypothesis that the gun was forcibly removed. Mr. Proto Badger, this gun is of course not a functioning weapon, correct? Absolutely not, sir. It was just a model gun. However, it can fire blanks. We need to use them for the stage show. It seems that the kidnappers also had a need for the model gun, my dear costume friend. Okay. Nice. I think we're about done with this room. So, what's next? Well, we found a few answers. But there are still a few things left that we have to ask a certain person about. Ooh. Let's go, Kane. March 13th, 3:34 p.m., Wild Wild West area. Mr. Edgeworth, sir! You gotta hurry, sir! Come on! What is it, Detective? They found a Blue Badger costume down in front of the main gate, sir. What? Isn't that one the kidnappers was wearing? Bingo! That's why you gotta come down to the main gate with me, right now. If we hurry, we still might be able to get there before Wolf Boy does, sir. Alright, let's make haste to the main gate. Love Gumshoe. Yeah, we're gonna save. Yeah, Lang likes to compare himself to a wolf. March 13th, 3:45 p.m., Gatewater, land main gate. Where is the costume, Detective Gumshoe? Just on the other side of the fountain, sir! Was it out here in the open all along? No, it was discovered in the tall grass back there. We moved it out here in order to examine it more thoroughly. My gumshoe feels off, hold on. You're coming down to the precinct with me, pal. There we go. We moved it out here in order to examine it more thoroughly. Then let's get down to it. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Maybe it's because he hasn't been saying pal or buddy or anything. He says that a lot. What do we have here? Oh, it's another pendant! That's 2 treasures in one day! How lucky is that? And hey, this pretty baby's made of platinum silver too! Another pendant on top of the one we found on Mr. Deacon. Is it possible that these two...
it right there. Yeah, that fucker. Hands off, Mr. Prosecutor. You sure know how to cross the line, don't you? A pendant, huh? This is a very decisive piece of evidence. How can you tell? Look here and read off what you see.
Lauren. Hey, it's a name that's engraved on this. Oh boy.
Aha! We have you now, Miss Kidnapper.
No, you don't understand.
Holly, I can't believe you were one of my kidnappers.
Lance! You're kidding! Mrs. Pops was one of the kidnappers? Yes. It was me. I held Lance hostage.
So Miss Pops is one of the kidnappers. But even knowing that, I can't call this case solved or over.
I made him sound like an ass. Yeah, of course I made Lang sound like an asshole. He totally is.
Hey, guys, case closed. Get the car ready, and I mean the special one for this young lady.
Hold it!
Again, Mr. Prosecutor, what is it this time? Are you proposing that Miss Pops is also the culprit in the murder case?
Absolutely play in Monster Hunter language. Don't play it in Monster Hunter language. I've heard that people who put it on English ended up switching it to Hunter language. Because the Hunters are a bit more vocal in this one, but they didn't record a lot of lines. Yeah, there's a Monster Hunter language. It's mainly just grunts and sounds.
What happened? I thought Officer Meekins was your suspect. Huh. We found it. Found what? That officer's gun. He literally dropped it in the middle of a thick patch of grass.
Had zero issues? I mean, yeah, I guess it depends.
Your country's police are a sham. Just look at how careless they are.
But I'm also just a stickler, and I just really like the Monster Hunter language. So Caveman, sort of. Like, it isn't like... It used to be a lot more just sort of simple grunts and noises. This one seems a little more curated. It seems like they take some sounds that you might hear in, say, the Japanese language and then turn it into a Monster Hunter language. In the case that it sounds different and more... It sounds different than Hunter languages sounded before, and I think it might be more stylized to fit the theme of this Monster Hunter. Oh, you're calling a sham!
The officer's gun didn't show signs of having been fired, so it can't be the murder weapon. So Officer Meekins has been cleared of all charges. I see. And that's when a brand new suspect comes walking onto the scene. The murder only happened because the kidnappers started fighting amongst themselves. As I recall, it was you who said that, right, Mr. Prosecutor?
Miss Pops, did you really kill Mr. Deacon? Yes, I killed him. I can't believe it.
Thanks for the confession.
Objection!
Agent Lang, it's much too early to declare this case closed. Look at you, so sure of yourself. We've got the culprit's own confession and some very incriminating evidence. What more could you ask for? Miss Lauren Pops.
Yes?
I want to hear it from you. Tell me your side of all that has happened today, from the kidnapping to the murder.
why? I'm the kidnapper and the killer. Isn't that enough?
It's fine if you're the one behind everything, but only if that's the truth. Now then, will you tell us the truth? Or is there some reason why you can't? I've had a change of heart. I think I'd enjoy seeing you sulk away as the losing mutt. Alright, you heard me. Let's hear all about the evil deeds you committed today.
The one who came up with the kidnapping plan was the butler, Mr. Deacon. I knew that we could get rich by holding Lance hostage. Mr. Amano would pay anything to get his son back after all. Everything was going according to plan, but as soon as we got the money, Mr. Deacon turned on me and tried to kill me.
There, are you satisfied? She just confessed to her crimes a second time. At least you have the guts to admit what you done. I can at least respect that much. Miss Pops, is what you said really the truth?
Yes, it is.
If that is the truth, it certainly isn't the whole truth. Because there's something that seems a bit too improbable in her confession.
Okay, let's talk about it.
How well did you know the victim?
I've spoken with him only a few times at Lance's house.
A few times. That's it.
Yes.
If they only met a few times, I don't see how they could have trusted each other.
But if you hardly ever talked, then how could he trust you not to steal his plan?
That's completely irrelevant. He was planning to betray her from the very beginning. Which is why he chose someone he wasn't especially close to. Isn't that right, Shinna? Shinna.
Yes, however, Mr. Deacon made a very poor choice. In the end, he was killed by the one he intended to betray himself.
I bet he didn't see that one coming. You knew? How did you know something like that?
Oh no, what should I do?
Okay, what's wrong with her now?
Come on, isn't it obvious? You're making that scary face again, that's why. Why don't you try asking her in a nicer, more gentle way? Oh, stop it, Lauren, you're always like this. You always fall for the stern-looking one. That's why you'll always be unhappy. Wait. Where did she get scissors? I didn't realize that before. Wait. Why did she... Why is this... Yeah, who's letting the murder suspect have those? And man, is your hair really that strong? You're having a really hard time snipping that hair. Or maybe that's it. She's been bewitched by your icy glare.
Mind your own business, Kay. Now then, Miss Pops, let's continue with your testimony.
Oh, yes, of course. Steel cabling for hair, or dull scissors. Either one.
Hold it!
Why did you believe that?
Anyone who knows Mr. Amano would think the same. I bet Lance is that old man's greatest treasure.
I suppose it would be like... he would be to a doting father like Mr. Amano.
I always figured that it was it too, and I was always envious of Lance for it. Oh, because your dad's got this pendant from my father. I believe that as long as I have this, I'll find my father again someday. Hey, chat. Wasn't the other one a horse? Didn't her father find the, fly something called the, Pegasus? Didn't, one's a horse, one's wings. That makes a Pegasus. Oh no. Welcome me into his arms riding on the back of Pegasus.
That pendant. You must truly believe it to be the wings of Pegasus. Yeah, well, they have the body of Pegasus right here.
Hold it!
Why do you think he did?
I have no idea, but maybe he had planned on doing so from the very beginning. It's Pops.
Mr. Deacon planned to kill Miss Pops from the very beginning. Was that ever really likely to happen? What should I do? Should I raise an objection?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I don't think what you just claimed is all that likely.
Huh?
I don't think Mr. Deacon would have ever been capable of killing you.
But why? We were total strangers. It's not uncommon for people to kill each other over money.
Miss Pops, you really are clueless, aren't you?
What do you mean?
You never knew what your role in the kidnapping was, nor do you know who you really are. But I do, and I can show you, with this piece of evidence. This proves that Mr. Deacon wouldn't have been able to bring himself to kill Miss Pops. Ooh, yeah.
Take that!
Why are you showing this to me?
So what about the pendant? This horse pendant, along with this piece of evidence, shows who you really are.
Take that!
These two pendants resemble each other. Wouldn't you agree?
Hey, you're right. They're the same color and even made of the same material.
I believe that these two pendants are actually one.
Huh?
Shall we give it a try?
Wow, it's totally Pegasus.
Megazords, combine!
Alright. But why? How does my pendant match up with Mr. Deacon's?
You're a smart lady. I'm sure you can imagine why that might be.
No! That can't be!
So the two make a set. Huh. It's just another trinket. It's not as though this changes anything. You lack imagination, Agent Lang. Very well, I'll show you with this evidence.
Congrats, you found your father. Also, you killed your father. Oh, man. We thought in my head where soul wife and daughter are. Hold on, that's not it. Where was the part that... that doesn't tell us anything. Or wait. I want to check it.
Lauren D is engraved in this pendant.
Tilly wrote out first name, but why just the D?
Maybe it's the result of poor planning.
Yes, well, at least if I had to shorten my name, I could make it Kay Faraday. That way, even if you just sounded it out, it'd still say my name, Kay Faraday.
I suppose if I had to do the same, it would be abbreviated as M. Edgeworth.
Hold on. I think you should abbreviate it as M.E. Get it?
Who would have thought that this little pendant could stir up such a strange conversation?
Maybe it's because of her massive D?
Ha! Ha!
Yeah, anyway, no, she's Lauren Devore. Oh, wait. I want to try it again.
Take that!
Damn it. I can dream.
This piece of evidence clearly does not demonstrate the meaning behind the pendant.
And? So what?
Hold your horses. I believe there might exist a piece of evidence that can better explain the meaning. You believe there might? If you haven't, why are you playing coy with it? Oh. Very well then, prepare yourself. This is the piece of evidence that gives meaning to the Pegasus pendant.
Alright. Okay. Doesn't really tell me his actual name. Is it his real name? Well, hold on a minute. It's the D. It's the D. I don't know. Maybe it's this? Empress, where his wife and sole daughter are. I mean, this might be it. Wait, in paper. I don't know if that... Wiggle. No backseating. Don't do that. I'll kick your ass. Please work. Take that! Damn it. Yeah!
Oliver Deacon was just an alias for this man. His real name was Colin Devore. The name on that is etched on the horse pendant.
Okay.
What? An alias? An alias? I suppose that he had to hide the fact he was a felon somehow in order to live. And it makes sense given what is written in Mr. Devore's dossier. But what I really wanted to point out was this.
His wife and sole daughter. Right there, baby. Yeah, no, I know it's alias. I messed up. I fucked up. I said it right earlier. Leave me alone.
Mr. Devore had one daughter, and her name is Lauren Pops.
That's a lie. That person was not my father.
He couldn't come out and tell you he was your father because he was in hiding. However, I do believe he was trying to secretly watch over you. Do you still believe that a man like that could kill the daughter he was separated from? Or even that such a man would allow his daughter to get involved in a kidnapping plot? And what's so funny, Agent Lang? You're good at making things up in your head and deciding it's the truth, aren't you? What are you trying to say?
Hey, fangirl.
Your thinking is much too innocent. After all, I've thought of another possibility. Is that so? Well, let's hear it. I'll grant you that the two of them are father and daughter. But isn't it possible that they both knew that fact? It was no coincidence that the reunited pair became involved in the House of Amano, and the two of them made good use of their meetings to plan this little kidnapping. Wouldn't you say my scenario is perfectly probable as well? Ugh. So this is his version of how things might have been. You don't have any proof that either one didn't know their true relationship, right?
You mean they knowingly committed the kidnapping as father and daughter?
That's right. And it's one really rotten family. Is that really what happened? I better take a hard look at the evidence.
Fangirl, thank you. Blobfish, enjoy your first class flight. But no, thank you, fangirl. All right. Real quick, I gotta go refill on water. I'll be right back. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Back. Wait, hey, you stop setting the chat on fire right now! You stop that right now, chat! You know you're not allowed to do that! I'm not your- I can ban every single one of you and feel nothing. Actually, I would feel a lot. But I can threaten to ban every single one of you. I can stop this stream right here. Nope. No balls?